Hi, 8th graders. I am Miss Barnett. I am the counselor for students whose last names begin with letters A through F. We are very excited to welcome you to the high school next year. And what we're going to do today is give you some information that's going to help you to make those 4 years at the high school the best that they can possibly be. Today you should be receiving a packet that will help you with course selections for next year, as well as planning out all of your high school years. So let's talk about the Student Success Plan for a minute. The Student Success Plan is exactly that. It is just a plan. It is a guideline for you to use to navigate your years of high school so that you're able to fit in all the classes that you want to take. So you're actually going to fill out all 4 years worth of boxes. So you'll have your 9th grade year box that you'll fill out, your 10th grade year, your 11th grade year, and your 12th grade year. Now your 9th grade year is what you're going to be looking at for next year. So you want to be very clear about the courses that you want to take in the 9th grade. That is actually what we will use to put your course selections into the computer and what your schedule for next year will be made from. The 10th, 11th, and 12th grade boxes, you have a little more flexibility on those because that's going to be just your guideline, just your plan for the remainder of your high school years. So that can absolutely change in the future. But remember, just for the 9th grade year, just be very clear. Your packet will also include a course listing, which is just a list of all of the courses that we will offer next year at Biloxi High School. If you want to know what those courses are in a little more detail, you can go to the counselor's webpage on the Biloxi High School's website and look for the course catalog, and that will have all of the courses listed. But in addition to that, it's going to also have a description of each one, kind of let you know about what the class entails. It'll also tell you if there are any prerequisites involved for that class, meaning that you have to take something prior to taking that particular course. It'll also tell you if it's worth half credit or a whole credit or even 2 credits. And it just gives you a lot of information there. So definitely take advantage of that, even though you don't have it in your packet. Look it up on the website, again, on the counselor's page on the Biloxi High School website. You will also have each diploma endorsement option in your packet, and that will have everything listed of what is required for each diploma option. So you want to make sure you look at that, and that's kind of one of the reasons why the Student Success Plan comes in place too, because depending on which diploma option you choose, you're going to need to make sure you have enough room in there to get all the classes that are required for that. And then the additional electives that you would want to take. So that's a really good use of that Student Success Plan as well. If at any time you come up with a question regarding your Student Success Plan or classes that you might want to take for next year, just give us a call at the high school, or you can send us an email. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. We want to make this a really smooth transition for you coming into high school because we really want this to be the best time of your life. Now we're going to go over the diploma endorsements options for y'all, and next up is Dr. Richardson.
Hello, my name is Dr. Richardson, and I'm one of the counselors here at Biloxi High School. I service students whose last names begin with M through R and are not career tech students. What I'm going to do is talk to you about the traditional diploma. It consists of 24 credits to graduate on this option. The breakdown is you will need 4 Englishes. You have to have English 1 and English 2 plus 2 others of your choice. Maths, you will have to have 4 maths. You have to have Algebra 1 plus 3 others. Now take in consideration that most students earn an 8th grade credit in math, so that will count. So again, you will need Algebra 1, which is a requirement, plus 3 others of your choice. Sciences, you will have to have 3 credits. Now 1 has to be biology, plus 2 other sciences of your choice. Social studies, you'll need 3.5, so you have to have U.S. history, world history, U.S. government, economics, and Mississippi studies. So take in consideration that the U.S. history and the world history are year-long courses, and the other ones are half credits. So you have to have 3.5 credits of social studies to graduate on this diploma option. PE, you will only need a half, in which most students do not have an issue getting PE credits because we have a lot of athletes at Biloxi High School. So you will have to have a half credit of a PE to graduate. Health, you will also need a half credit. One fine art. Now we have lots of fine arts at Biloxi High School. It can consist of band, your major art classes, choir, strings, piano, anything like that will count as a fine art. You will have to have one full credit of one to graduate. College and career readiness, most students take this a half their junior year and a half their senior year. You will have to have one full credit of college and career readiness to graduate. Technology, one credit of a technology. Most students earn a technology credit in 8th grade. If not, you do have some options here at Biloxi High School, but you have to have one full credit of a technology to graduate. The additional electives on a traditional option, you will have to have 5.5 to make your 24. Students look forward to their senior year because they usually get to qualify for early release. So some things that you have to take in consideration to get this your senior year. You have to meet the college benchmark, which consists of 17 on the English and a 19 on the math. That is one way for you to get early release. The next one is to earn civil level on the ACT work keys. That is your second way to get early release. The last one, and be very mindful of this, is several things you have to do. One is you have to have a 2.5 GPA, that's your overall GPA. You must pass all of your statewide assessments, all 4, and you have to be on track for your diploma option. So if you're in traditional, you have to meet all the requirements for your diploma options. And lastly, you have to be enrolled in Essentials to College Math or Essentials to College Literacy class. So those are 3 different ways that you can earn early release as a senior. And that pretty much wraps up the traditional pathway. Again, taking consideration that you need 24 credits and also the requirements for early release. And next will be Ms. Jackson.
Hello, I'm Ms. Jackson. My alphabet is G through L for all grades. And I'm going to follow up the traditional path and talk about the academic endorsement. The academic endorsement requires 26 credits to graduate, and you have to have a 2.5 GPA. Your ACT scores do not change. You still need a 17 for your English and a 19 for your math subscores for the ACT. You do, however, have to have 2 more math classes. You need a total of 4 math classes, but you need 2 above Algebra 1. For your science, you still need 3 science classes, but you have to have 2 above biology. You also have to have 1 AP and or dual credit class. You just need 1, and you have to earn a C or higher in that class to be able to get in your AP or dual credit class. You need 7.5 electives, so your electives went up a little bit to make that 26 credits that you need for the academic endorsement. It is recommended that you take 2 years of foreign language, consecutive years of the same foreign language. It's recommended for your IHL and for college.
Hi, I'm Miss Heather Dito. I am counselor for students S through Z. I'm going to talk to you for just a little bit about the Distinguished Academic Endorsement. This is the highest of all the endorsements. This is also the endorsement where our salutatorian and valedictorians will come from. To complete this endorsement, you have to have a total of 28 credits. You'll have the 4 English, 4 math, 4 science, and 4 social studies, half a PE, half health, an art class. Just like the others, those are there, with the exception you'll need 8 electives. With that, you also have to have a GPA of a 3.0. You'll have courses that fit the college prep curriculum, which is brought to us through the Mississippi Higher Education Institution, and those courses are upper level courses. So for example, your math class, you have to take a math after Algebra 2. So it could be Algebra 3, it could be a dual credit trig or college algebra, or an AP math course. Also, with this, your ACT Subscores for English needs to be an 18, and in math you'll need a 22 for this endorsement. Also, you must successfully complete either 3, or in any order, you can do 3 AP classes with the exam, or 3 dual credit classes, or a combination of AP and dual credit. Has to be at least 3. Keep in mind, because a lot of people want that flex schedule their senior year, you still have to have 5 AP dual credit classes, so that would be above this even. Also, keep in mind with all the early release information that these new endorsements offer, you have to meet those guidelines, but being a distinguished academic endorsement receiver, you will have that those stipulations as well.
Okay, so after watching the video and reviewing the packet information, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact your counselor. And then these student success plans are going to be due back to your English teacher by February 18th. So make sure that you get these turned in by February 18th so that the courses you want to take will be what we enter the computer and not the ones that we choose for you. So again, any questions, just contact your counselor by alphabet, and we will get those courses put in for you as soon as possible.